Live from KSAT 12, the 6 o'clock news starts right now.
The mild spring has perhaps caught up with us. The weather in San Antonio is hot. It's only going to get hotter through the weekend.
So for now, we're going to talk to our meteorologist, Adam Caskey, for a look at the forecast. Adam.
Yeah, and it's the kind of record we don't really want to set around here, but the all-time highest heat index value was reached today of 115 in San Antonio. That was measured at 3:30 p.m. The records for this go back to 1946. One of the reasons, of course, is the unusually high humidity that's in the air, even in the afternoon. And actually, our Mia Montgomery looked into this a little bit more and has a bit of an explanation for you.
Hey Adam, the difference in lush vegetation and foliage is pretty evident when compared to last year. Take a look at these satellite images from this time last year to now. You can clearly see that this year's image is way greener across the region thanks to the recent rounds of rain that we've seen. All of the lush vegetation, like these tall grasses and trees, could actually be affecting our humidity levels. While we do have southeasterly winds pumping in some Gulf moisture, as this foliage goes through the evapotranspiration process, it actually adds moisture to the air. This in turn increases the humidity and adds to that overall uncomfortableness factor when you step outdoors. Yesterday, our dew point temperature, which is how we measure the low-level moisture in the air, was still in the mid to upper 70s in the afternoon hours and even higher in some locations. That's what contributes to the heat index value, which is what it feels like to your body when you step outdoors. Check out these peak heat index values across parts of south central Texas yesterday, which even topped 115 degrees in some locations. No doubt these are incredibly hot and humid conditions, so please be sure to take it easy out in this heat. Back to you.
And our afternoon dew points will start dropping. We're starting to see that trend as the sun dries out the soil and dries out the plants just a little bit more. We're going to see that trend. We're going to come back and talk about the highest heat indices for the day today. Now look ahead at the weekend, how hot it's going to get and how hot it's going to feel. And we actually have one thunderstorm that we need to touch on in just a bit.
Adam, thank you. In other news now, the Seguin Police Department searching for answers tonight after a man was shot and killed. Officers found 49-year-old Juan Pablo Juarez with a gunshot wound off of North Austin Street. He was pronounced dead shortly after. Happened just after noon. Seguin police think the shooter and the victim got into a confrontation right before the shooting. But at this point, however, investigators don't have a suspect.
So right now we're working on getting everything identified. Thankfully, there's been pretty good surveillance footage to help us in this investigation, and our officers are out there working diligently to get our suspect identified and find him.
Now, one of the other things they're doing is asking anybody with information to call Crime Stoppers or the Criminal Investigations Division. It's on your screen right there. It's 830, even though it says 9. It's 830-379-2123.
From Seguin to Schertz now, where the police are investigating after a woman's body found along I-35 this morning. According to Schertz police, that body found around 8:30 along the shoulder of I-35 near Hubertus Road. Police said the woman in her 30s, no information about the cause and manner of her death have been released, but officials are calling it suspicious. Anyone with information can call the Schertz Police Department at 210-619-1200. A driver sent to the hospital after his SUV was hit by a train early this morning. The crash happened actually about 3 a.m. near the intersection of West Ashby Place and Agassiz Avenue. That's just north of downtown. Officers say both sides of West Ashby Place were blocked off, but somehow the driver made it through. That's when SAPD says he was hit by a train. The driver taken to a nearby hospital. It is unclear if he'll face any charges.
Gun violence can now be seen through the lens of East Side student photographers at a recent exhibit. It's called We Live Here. Nearly a dozen Booker, Washington sixth graders call themselves the Light Catchers. They've spent the year interviewing their neighbors, producing videos and photography that really capture how gun violence has affected them. There's one portrait that captures someone who experienced a drive-by shooting during a party. Another portrait shows a man's scar after being shot 15 times. That's a picture you just saw. Now, you could watch the teens interview some of these people, and the Light Catchers are hoping that you do it, that you take part in this project and watch it, because they're hoping that it sparks change.
All we just hear was gunshots and we just brushed it off like it was a normal thing. We got to show people that it's not normal. That's when we're trying to tell the mayor, trying to make a change in this neighborhood.
And they did tell the mayor when he went to the exhibit last Friday.
A man charged with a deadly shooting at a Via bus stop in 2015 still awaiting trial. Jose Rocha was arrested and charged with the murder of Aaron Reedner. According to police, the two men got into a fight and Rocha allegedly shot Reedner. Over the past 8 years, trial dates weren't able to be set because of multiple psychological evaluations being ordered. At one point, Rocha was found incompetent to stand trial and spent 2 years at a state hospital. Today in court, a final consultation was expected, but Rocha's attorney said he still needed some evidence from the state. A new final consultation date has been set for next month. A trial date expected to be set then as well. Rocha, if found guilty of murder, facing up to life in prison.
Just 2 hours north of Amarillo, people are dealing with the aftermath of a tornado that killed at least 3 people. Officials also say the storm injured at least 100 others. This is in Perryton, Texas. The city's fire chief says that as many as 200 homes in that tiny town of just about 8,500 people were destroyed. So the Red Cross is sending people there to help. Right now, leaders are also using a local high school gym as a shelter.
I think that there's a sense of fear, just of the unknown. I don't think anybody really has any idea what's going to happen next. The shock is still sitting in. The sadness, the anger, every emotion that people can be going through, they're going through.
It's understandable, but that area is getting a lot of support. Texas Governor Greg Abbott is deploying the state's emergency response resources. The state's transportation department is going to be out helping to monitor road conditions, and the state's health department is also going to be sending the emergency medical task force to that area.
The new San Antonio City Council finally set after last weekend's runoff. The District 1 and 7 councilwomen-elect will be sworn in next week to their first terms. Garrett Berger talked with Marina Alderete Gavito about her plans for District 7.
The daughter of a former San Antonio councilman, Marina Alderete Gavito will start her own legacy in government next week.
I'm excited to dig in and get to work.
Gavito left her role as executive director of SA Digital Connects while running for the open District 7 seat. While she stayed on with them as a strategic advisor, Gavito says she's stepping down from that role too.
I have no plans for another job in addition to being a council member right now.
Gavito says the top priority she heard from residents on the campaign trail is safety and security, including concerns about the city's homelessness problem.
They don't feel safe going down the streets they used to go down. They don't feel safe going down the greenway trails they used to frequent. They're not feeling safe when someone is ringing their doorbell at 2 in the morning.
And Gavito says she's working on a possible council consideration request about animal care services and the city's loose dog problem.
And, we've been looking at how we address that and also reduce the number of times dangerous dogs are called in, so that it's not countless of times, and they're still at their house.
And of course, there's the meat and potatoes of every council district, infrastructure.
District 7, that's part of inside Blue 410, has a lot of aging infrastructure. There's streets with no sidewalks. It also has a lot of drainage issues.
Issues that are her turn to help tackle. Garrett Berger, KSAT 12 News.
Switching gears right now, the annual Juneteenth celebration is going on at Comanche Park number 2 on the east side. It's been home to the festival for more than 20 years. And today and tomorrow, people are going to pack that park for music, food, and of course, fun. Now, Juneteenth is recognized as Freedom Day when hundreds of thousands of slaves were informed that they were free. And as Juneteenth Commissioner Byron Miller tells KSAT, it is important that history be commemorated.
This is the day that we don't have conflict. And so I like to say that the 19th of June is the day of conflict resolution. It's the day we come together, celebrate, and just have one great time.
And you have so many opportunities to do that. The Juneteenth celebration continues tomorrow, starting at 10 a.m. with a parade from Sam Houston High School to Comanche Park number 2. And of course, as we've been saying, it's going to be hot outside, so please stay hydrated. And you can find out where else you can celebrate Juneteenth right here in San Antonio. We have a lot of that information on our website, ksat.com.
I'll show you a traffic trouble spot right now. This is I-10 in Calabria. We're talking the upper level. You can see actually the exit there is shut down right now. We're not exactly sure what's happening. You can see police on the scene, as well as it looks like maybe a couple of tow trucks and construction crews. Again, it's the upper level at I-10 and Calabria. It is the westbound lanes, because you see downtown behind us there, to give you a better idea of where we're talking about. And as you get ready for the weekend, there will be some overnight closures you're going to want to keep in mind. Stephen Cavazos has what you need to know.
Expect a lot of overnight work this weekend as people are ready to drive off. Let's see what you can expect if you plan on traveling through here on Loop 1604 on the north central side of San Antonio. We have deck pour that's actually going to take place at the Salado Bridge there, but this begins Friday, June 16th and should wrap on Saturday, June 17th. As I mentioned, it is overnight, 9 in the evening to 5 in the morning. We'll see an eastbound main lane full closure from Bitters Road exit ramp to the Bitters Road entrance ramp. Not the only overnight work taking place. Over here at Forsbach Parkway, pavement work will begin Sunday, June 18th, and this is going to take us all the way up into next month, Friday, July 7th. That work, starts at 8 in the evening and should wrap at 5 in the morning. What we'll see out there during that time are going to be various lane closures in both directions from Northwest Military Highway to Wetmore Road. All right, we have one more for you here along US 90, West Bexar County, guardrail construction. This has been current for quite a while, but this should wrap Friday, June 30th. Begins at 8:30 in the evening and should wrap at 5 in the morning. Single lane closures on the eastbound lanes from Callahan Road to I-35, so expect to see some delays out there. Hey, you know what? Scan this QR code. There's a full list of all the closures on our website right now, ksat.com/traffic. Scanning that QR code takes you directly to that page. Always good to know what to expect before you have to hit the roads.
Yeah, so you're not stuck in traffic. Now, still ahead on the news at 6, a new place for you to explore. Get a first-hand look at a new hiking and biking trail in Seguin.
Here's what we're working on for you tonight on the Night Beat. A man recently robbed when thieves trailed him from the bank to his business. It's called jugging. The police department on how to keep a lookout when you're at an ATM and always be mindful of your surroundings and who else may be watching. And things are heating up in Texas, so make sure to take precautions over the summer. We're going to speak to a local fire chief for tips on how to keep healthy and cool as temperatures rise across the state. Those stories and more tonight on the Night Beat.
So now let's talk about fun things that we can do. The newest addition to the city of Seguin opens Tuesday, and we got a sneak peek at the Walnut Springs Hike and Bike Trail extension.
RJ Marquez explains why city officials believe this is so important to Seguin's continued growth.
Because this is a game changer. This is a multi-generational project in so many ways. This area is the crown jewel of Seguin.
This 4-mile continuous trail stretching from one end of Seguin to the other is what city officials believe will be a pathway for more growth.
And so we're looking at safety, we're looking at convenience, we're looking at health, and all those things to be part of our city culture.
Construction on the trail started more than 2.5 years ago. The project cost more than $5 million, an investment city leaders felt was needed.
It connects so many of our assets in the community, from the library to Park West, which has our skate park, to TLU, and then to downtown. And so this is really recreating some of that historic experience for us. So you can still see some of those original walls that were put in the 1930s.
And one of the ways that this trail extension is connecting the city's past with its future is with a heart-shaped wishing well directly to my right. This was created in the 1930s by San Antonio architect Robert Hugman, the same architect who also created and designed the Riverwalk. Well, this wishing well has now been restored as part of this $1 million project.
The trail extension is another sign of growth in Seguin, one of the fastest growing cities in the state.
You know, we were adding about 3,000 to 4,000 people a year to the city of Seguin, so these assets are very, very important because it's about quality of life. People want to live here. You know, we want commercial, we want retail, but people won't live here.
City leaders hope the trail's transformation will drive more tourism. We stopped by Burnt Bean Company, a barbecue spot that brings people from across Texas, including Tammy and Kevin Green from Shirts.
Well, I think that we all should support other cities as well, not just in the city that we live in.
So there's been this really a lot of excitement from the community, what that can mean for our the businesses as well as just the overall health for our citizens.
Reporting in Seguin, RJ Marquez, KSAT 12 News.
Yes, Seguin is just a beautiful place to go and visit. Awesome food, so many places to check out. Yeah,
very nice. All right, it's 101 degrees out there, but we also have some storms creeping into our viewing area, Adam.
Yeah, far north end of our viewing area, Gillespie County, Fredericksburg. and that's where we have the strong supercell that's up there, a severe thunderstorm actually. So let's get right to that and take a look at it on our authority radar, and it shows the lone thunderstorm for now. There's a little bit of development near Rock Springs. We'll look at that in a moment, but this severe thunderstorm is capable of producing hail 2 inches in diameter. So that's golf ball to egg sized hail potentially within this thunderstorm. It's right along 290 and it's pushing eastward at about 20 miles per hour. It could make it to high Texas by 6:29 p.m. Johnson City, 6:56 p.m. It's probably going to modify, well, it will modify a little bit between now and then. You look at the 3D view on authority radar and you see the structure and the tallest part on the west side of it moving right toward Fredericksburg right now and isolating just the hail itself. This purple area, that's the hail core. This is the hail suspended up within the air, and this is the hail that's actually falling down and hitting the ground. And it's right near Fredericksburg right now, that hail core. You look at it from the top down and you see the hail just pushing into Fredericksburg, and especially the bulk of it just south of Fredericksburg, right along Highway 87 and along Highway 16. This purple and black here, especially those black colors, that could be some of the golf ball to egg size hail within this thunderstorms. That's damaging hail, not good for the vineyards or the orchards, unfortunately. Hopefully damage is kept to a minimum with this. So that's the supercell we have. We're watching this little development around Rock Springs. Through sunset, we could still have a few more thunderstorms pop up. We'll watch that and see if anything develops from it. Okay, now over to the heat. And it was real deal today. Peak heat index, the feels like temperature, got up to 121 in Hondo, 120 in Cotulla and Eagle Pass. Same with New Braunfels. Gonzales had a peak heat index of 116. Right now we're at 101 degrees, feels like 108. The dew point did drop a little bit to 69, but that's still unusually high for this time of day in June. Other heat indices right now, at least they're a little down from the max today, but we're still feeling it. It's all because of the dew points. Dew points have been well into the 70s for, well, pretty much all day for the past several days. We're going to start seeing these afternoon dew points come down a little bit more, I think especially after the weekend. We need the sun to bake the ground a little bit more and bake the vegetation a bit in order to get some of that afternoon humidity to drop a bit. Actual air temperature right now 101. Officially in town. That's our high for the day, by the way. Pleasanton just updated 101, Kerrville 98, and Fredericksburg 86. An outlier as a result of that severe thunderstorm that's affecting Fredericksburg at the moment. But you look at other readings, around 100, give or take a few degrees. As we go through the evening, still very sticky and humid. By 11 p.m., our heat index should be below 100 degrees. The low clouds will return late tonight, and you'll notice some early risers. Tomorrow we'll have the low overcast, and then we'll break out into sunshine. 79 at 7 a.m. By noon, we're at 91. Very high humidity, though, and we'll have feels like temperatures around 109, 110 into the afternoon. Actual air temperature, because of extra cloud cover, we think 99 officially at the airport in town, but right around 100 degrees. On Sunday, we'll crank it up to 102, feeling like it's up to 110. A lot of sunshine. I do want to point out that 10% chance of a stray storm tomorrow, mainly north and in the hill country. Kind of like what we're seeing pop up right now. There is the off chance of that tomorrow. Otherwise, as of now, we're looking dry and topping out at 103, the warmest on Monday.
All right. Thank you, Adam.
All right, let's talk about the Arena Football League because they're saying goodbye to one of their teams.
Yeah, you know, when you were playing Little League and the other team didn't show up or didn't have enough players, they had to forfeit. Yeah. That's just kind of reminding me of today. It's like, although there will be a scheduling change, the Gunslingers won't have to forfeit a game, or they won't, the other team won't have to forfeit. We'll figure that out when we come back. It's just weird in this league. TCU Horned Frogs have their backs against the wall, but they did have some fun moments in the dugout today. We'll hear from the coach and their star player coming up. Michael Jordan, in the process of selling a majority share of the Charlotte Hornets to some minority owners. Jordan has been the majority owner for 13 seasons. Jordan will keep a minority stake in the team. He paid about $275 million for the team back in 2010. The speculation the team is worth about $3 billion. Jordan's 6 on-court NBA championships as a player never really translated to being an owner. In the 13 years he owned the Hornets, Charlotte had a losing record over those years, made the playoffs twice, never won a series, and has not been to the postseason in 7 seasons. Charlotte does have the number 2 pick in the draft behind the Spurs. Memphis Grizzlies guard Ja Morant has been suspended by the NBA for the first 25 games of next season. It is his second suspension in just as many seasons. Morant caught on a live social media stream waving around a gun. The first time he did it, the NBA suspended him 8 games. Morant was never charged with the crime. He is set to make over $30 million this year. He will lose about $300,000 a game, around $7.5 million. The Albany Empire has crumbled. The Arena League team no longer part of the Arena League. That is according to a statement released by the league. The owner, Antonio Brown, apparently not paying his bills. He either did not pay a fee or did not pay a fine for comments he made. In a statement, the league said, quote, after exhausting all avenues, the NAL Board of Owners have decided unanimously to terminate the membership agreement of the Albany Empire. The decision reached after an emergency conference call of the members in good standing to discuss the Empire's failure to pay their league-mandated and overdue assessments, end quote. This is going to have an effect on the Gunslingers. They were scheduled to play the Empire next weekend at the Freeman Coliseum. The league said they are going to adjust the rest of the regular season schedule and will let us know the update in the near future. The TCU Horned Frogs went back and forth with the Golden Eagles today, the opening game of the College World Series. ESPN, in the middle of their broadcast, interviewing TCU head coach Kirk Saarloos when his first baseman Cole Fontenelle hit a solo home run. Fontenelle finished with 2 hits, 3 RBIs. So listen as the head coach reacts to the home run and the immediate post-interview when the player got to the dugout.
And both guys are doing a good job of mixing pitches and moving it around. And let's see if that one goes out. Probably not.
Is smashed by Fontenelle at the wall.
I guess so.
Does!
Nice job, Cole. Way to go. He'll never get off the headset now. Never.
So it's our 21st wedding anniversary, my wife and I, so it's pretty awesome. Cole, what'd you think about that swing?
I was just trying to get a pitch I can handle, soft pitch up, and not trying to do too much.
Did you think it was going out?
I wasn't sure. The wind's going in, but I knew I got a good barrel on it.
Attaboy, nice job.
Media question, media answer. Fun moment, but not so fun at the end. The Horned Frogs ended up losing 6-5 after giving up 4 runs in the top of the 9th. TCU will need a win in their next game this weekend, or their season will be over.
On his resume is a U.S. Open. That's the defending champion. He has a U.S. Open title. The Country Club. And does he have a hole-in-one? Yes, he does!
Oh, love those hole-in-ones. Matt Fitzpatrick gets that one on the par 15th at the U.S. Open today. We'll have some highlights for you tonight on Night Beat.
Lucky.
Love it. Yeah. Good to see you, David.
All right, thank you.
All right, so what are you doing this weekend? We have
a bunch
some
of stuff.
picks.
Yes.
Right around the corner. Oh, we are serious now. When you have your own Open, you have your own background, that means our friend Stephanie Guerra, I mean, this is serious now. We've like moved beyond the just casual, you know.
It's a poodle relationship.
It is, exactly right.
I love that. But now we have so much going on this weekend, and you always know what's going on around town. Let's start with tomorrow, the San Antonio Zoo Jungle Boogie Latin Nights.
Yeah, this is exciting. So the zoo is kicking off a Latin Nights series, and one of my very favorite bands, Bitty Bitty Banda, which is a Selena tribute band, is playing tomorrow night. So I think it's going to be awesome to be in the jungle and hear the Selena music live. It'd be a really fun event. And the good thing is it's in the evening. So of course the zoo is open all day long, but the music is at night. So that will be
it's a lot nicer out.
Chilling in the jungle.
Yeah, and maybe some special lights and things like that throughout the zoo. Should be great. All right, the next one. You know, love is love. It's simple.
I agree.
Yeah, yeah.
Love is a lot of things, and love is love, and it's colorful and it's fun. And we're celebrating this month for a lot of reasons. And there's a
Pride part of it.
Yes, Pride Month, all month long in June. And Second Pitch Brewery is having a great celebration called Love is Love Fest. It's open to everyone. It is going to be a great day of local makers with a huge market. They have music acts and an improv comedy show. It's all free, and it's right by KSAT. So in case anybody's looking for it, Second Pitch is really, really close in downtown San Antonio.
All right, so just go to KSAT and,
Hint,
you know.
hint.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. We don't need much to, you know,
I guess
convince me.
we can meet there because we know where we're going, right?
There we go.
This is
Not
true.
far.
This is true. Now, we still got to talk about more stuff that's happening tomorrow. Busy, busy, busy day. I mean, if you don't find something to do, I mean, geez. So, Los Tex Maniacs.
Yeah, so they are an Grammy Award-winning band from right here in San Antonio. Max Baca, Josh Baca, actually just got off the phone with them. They're in Los Angeles tonight playing a huge show with Los Super 7. And they're going to be back in San Antonio tomorrow, actually in Cibolo at Santikos,
yes.
Where they're continuing the Beats and Brews music series.
Yeah.
They have a beer garden, and that's going to be a lot of fun to bring the Conjunto party out to Cibolo, free, all ages. You can hang out with them. I think the music will keep you cool because it's late at night. And then you can also hang out indoors for music, movies, bowling, games, everything indoors.
That's what it's like. It's the Santikos Entertainment Complex. It's right off I-35.
Giant Santikos, yes.
Yeah.
And kids love that place, too.
Oh, yeah.
There's
it's
always
so
something
fun.
to do, yeah.
All right, Blackbird Sing at the Rustic.
More great music. So I love Blackbird Sing. All of these bands happen to be playing all my favorite bands in one weekend here in San Antonio.
What are you going to do?
There's always too many choices. I'm gonna take lots of water and fans with me wherever I go. The Rustic, of course, up north San Antonio, over at the Rim, and it's got a big, beautiful venue, right, that holds like 1,000 people. Blackbird Sing is another really fun band. They call themselves Texicana music.
Okay.
So they are Tex-Mex, Americana singers. They've got a great band, and the show is also free tomorrow night, and it starts even later at 9:30, so we can really stay cool. The sun will be down. Blackbird Sing just got back from playing Texas Music Revolution up in North Texas, so it's a big Americana Fest, but they are the hometown boys here from San Antonio, so glad to have them back here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Yeah. Now we got to talk about Sunday, Father's Day.
Father's
and there's
Day.
Father's Fest.
Yeah, so happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I want to give a shout out to my own dad, Ralph, and my husband, Eric, and all the grandpas and theos and everybody out there.
Can I call him Papa Puro?
Yes.
Can I call him that?
That's a good one.
Okay. All right, good.
He'll love that.
All right, good.
Take notes, Dad.
Yeah.
So Alamo Brewery, which is right on the east side of downtown, great big brewery underneath the Hay Street Bridge, is having their annual Father's Day event to support prostate cancer screening and research. So this is a really great event, fun for the whole family with a great cause. I don't know how many years they've been having it now. I know it's definitely more than 5, but this is a really important message, right?
I've gone to this one before.
Yes, men and boys, like they don't realize how important it is to get screenings done. And we have to talk about that, right? And let them know it's okay to talk about it and not be afraid. Go to the doctor, get checked out. But you can go have fun. You can learn all about it on Sunday and also have some ice cold beers, great music, and have a great time.
Yeah. You had me a beer.
Mm-hmm. So there's another event also on Father's Day. It's the Dad Rock Father's Day Bazaar.
Yeah, so this is a new event, and it's going to be at a new local coffee shop called Dulces Sueños. That is in the Deco District, right by the Woodlawn Theater. They used to have a coffee trailer. They moved into this gorgeous, beautiful new spot, great for early morning coffee or late night co-working, but on Sunday they will have a market with Transcendental Creative. And that I think is going to be really cool because it's just another way to rock out with your dads. You can go have some great coffee and drinks and food and shop in case you forgot to get a gift, which most of us do.
So a dad's bazaar instead of a bazaar dad.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I know of
Sometimes you're both.
Yeah, exactly. Very much so. Yeah, that's true. All right. Now, a lot of Juneteenth activities going on. Like we said earlier in this newscast, there's one going on right now at Comanche Park number 2.
Oh, yeah.
But let's focus on what's happening on Monday, which is actually Juneteenth.
Yeah. So San Antonio has a really great Juneteenth weekend of celebrations. There's things happening all over the city. And on Monday, there is a Freedom March, and it starts at 10 o'clock. Which is great. Again, stay out of the heat, right? Getting early. So it's going to be from Pittman Sullivan Park to MLK Park. So if you've ever done the MLK March, it's actually almost in reverse.
That's what I was going to say. It's reversed.
So it's in reverse. It is a really great celebration. I actually found a lot of the information from Councilman Jalen McKee Rodriguez, who is the District 2 councilman. He has a great listing of events that are going on all weekend. And I think it's important. We're off on Monday, right? A lot of us are off on Monday.
Federal holiday.
Go march and show your support for Juneteenth and our African American community here in San Antonio, which is fantastic and growing and huge. And we want to support all of the great cultures in San Antonio. So this is a really good way. And then you can go enjoy more time off with your family and friends afterwards and stay cool.
Absolutely. By the way, your website, Perot, rhymes with Flinche.com.
It's been a little while since we've rhymed that, but yes, I love it. Thank you to everyone who visits and sends me their events, and they love, to see all of the KSAT hosts on my social media too. So that's really fun. Thank you. And now we can see the poodle pigs.
I know. Can you imagine that?
It's official now.
Yeah.
It's official.
Love it. Stephanie Guerra, thank you so much for joining us.
Maybe this is kind of like an early gift for Papa Puro.
Oh, my dad's going to cry, I think. He's a real emotional man. I called you out, Ralph. Sorry.
Yeah. Ralph, happy Father's Day.
Oh.
Yeah, happy Father's Day. We'll be right back.